The Frog and the Nightingale by Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth is an Indian novelist and poet. He has received several awards including Padma Shri. The Frog and the Nightingale is from his book of poems called Beastly Tales from Here and There. The poem highlights the tension between good and evil and teaches us important lessons of life. It exposes the role of critics and the exploitation of genuine talent by cunning people for personal, selfish gains. Line-wise explanation of the poem. Once upon a time a frog croaked away in Bengal bog. Every night from dusk to dawn, he croaked on and on and on. Bog is a wet and marshy land. The poet has deliberately used Bengal for alliteration. Once upon a time, a frog who lived in Bengal bog croaked in his unpleasant voice all night long. On and on and on means on and on. These words are phonetically constructed to rhyme with dawn. He knew he had a rather unpleasant voice, yet he was full of self-confidence. Other creatures loathed his voice, but alas, they had no choice. And the crass cacophony blared out from the sumac tree. Loathed means hated. Crass means coarse or crude. Cacophony is a very loud and unpleasant noise. He often croaked all night, much to the annoyance of other animals in the forest. All the creatures living in the bog found his songs to be the most unpleasant. They hated his coarse, crude, and harsh voice which came out from the sumac tree because he did not stop singing. At whose foot the frog each night minstrelled on till morning night. Neither stones nor prayers nor sticks, insults or complaints or bricks. Minstrelled means sang. Every night the frog sat at the foot of the sumac tree and continued singing till the morning. The creatures of the bog did everything in their power to make him quiet. They threw sticks, bricks, and stones at him, requested, insulted, complained against him, but all in vain. They were tired of his incessant croaking and insulted him whenever he started singing. Stilled the frog's determination to display his heart's elation. But one night a nightingale, in the moonlight, cold and pale. Elation means a feeling of joy and pride. But the frog was adamant and didn't heed their criticism, no matter how much they rebuked him. He kept on singing with extreme passion because this was his way of expressing his heartfelt feeling of joy. He believed that his voice was very special and was insensitive to the distress he was causing to others. And then, on one cold and dull night, a nightingale, perched upon the sumac tree, casting forth her melody. Dumbstruck sat the gaping frog and the whole admiring bog. A nightingale perched itself on the sumac tree. She burst into the most melodious song ever. All the creatures of the bog admired her. But the frog was shocked and felt jealous. He wanted to be the undisputed singer of the bog. His arrogance was shattered by the nightingale, whose melodious voice was a welcome change from the frog's harsh cacophony. Stared towards the sumac, rapt, and when she had ended, clapped. Ducks had swum and herons waded to her as she serenaded. Rapt means fascinated or engrossed. Waded is to walk through water. Serenaded means sang. The creatures, unused to such a sweet voice, were mesmerized by the beauty of her song. They appreciated her mellifluous voice and rewarded her with thunderous applause. Ducks and herons came towards her, and when she finished her song, they clapped and cheered. And a solitary loon wept beneath the summer moon. Toads and teals and tiddlers captured by her voice cheered on enraptured. Solitary means alone. A loon is a lunatic or crazy person. Enraptured means filled with delight. Toads, tiddlers, teals, ducks, and herons cheered her song. A crazy person was so overwhelmed by her song that he started weeping. Bravo! Too divine! Encore! So the nightingale once more, quite unused to such applause, sang till dawn without a pause. Encore means call for a repeat performance. The Nightingale song created a sensation, and all the creatures praised it tremendously. Creatures from all over the forest were drawn towards the bird's song and asked for a repeat performance. Not used to praise, the nightingale kept singing the whole night long without even stopping. Next night, when the nightingale shook her head and twitched her tail, closed an eye and fluffed a wing, and had cleared her throat to sing. Next night, the nightingale got ready for the performance. She had all the mannerisms of an artist, clearing of throat, adjusting the mic, and her appearance. She was startled by a croak. "Sorry, was that you who spoke?" she enquired when the frog hopped towards her from the bog. When the bird was about to sing the next night, the frog made his presence felt by croaking. The nightingale got surprised and asked the frog whether it was he who croaked as he hopped towards her from the bog. "Yes," the frog replied. "You see, I'm the frog who owns this tree. In this bog I've long been known for my splendid baritone." Baritone means a fairly deep male singing voice. The cunning frog introduced himself as the owner of the tree on which the nightingale sang. The frog gets jealous after hearing the nightingale's song and the praise she has received. But he is very boastful. He refers to his unpleasant voice as baritone. He says that he is famous in the bog because of his splendid voice. And of course I wield my pen for bog trumpet now and then. Did you? Did you like my song? Not too bad, but far too long. The frog also boasted that he was a music critic who wrote for Bog Trumpet magazine as a columnist. Highly impressed by the frog's credentials, the nightingale was eager to hear his opinion about her song. The frog was threatened by the presence of the talented rival and was jealous of all the adulation she was garnering. He gave her negative criticism by calling her song long. He was planning to destroy her and get her out of his way. We will read the rest of the story in the next part of the video lesson. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.